अबे रास्ते में क्या गाड़ी पार्क करके रखा है? जो पहले घुसा पार्किंग उसकी. Is there any parking here? This is my spot. I came first.
I think it's reached a state where it is not only emotional, it is a psychological problem as well. I mean, you can't today decide you want to take your family out for a good lunch. The first thing you're bothered about, oh, whether I'll get a parking or not. And saying that, I had to almost take 5 rounds before I found a parking. And my 85-year-old dad was panicking by then.
India is running out of space, but not out of cars. Well, at least not anytime soon. And parking can be a huge headache. You know, it can literally ruin your whole mood. But what if I tell you your parking will be no longer your problem in future? Today we have the man, we have Mr. Ajay Raina sir, who is the MD of Tedra Parking. Before sir, I get into the world of Tedra, I want to go back to your beginnings. I want to know, how did you start Tedra and how was your journey?
My journey as an entrepreneur actually started in 2018. We call ourselves Tedra Automotive Solutions, if you have seen my name.
Yeah.
So we are basically, we project ourselves as solution providers. By the time I'd realized that parking, it was a field which had a lot of scope. It was an area which was actually disturbing every promoter, every builder, every real estate owner, be it commercial, be it residential. That's how I told them that I'm coming with a new product, with a new concept. I'm stepping into parking systems. So that's how the journey began, and I think we launched our first Tedra product in the year 2018 as Tedra. I think the basic concept here has been that we have to have products that fit into the Indian way of life. We always say that you come to us with a problem, come to us with a problem before you're planning your real estate, and we'll give you a solution for your parking.
Parking situation, like everybody struggles with parking. Like, do you think it's emotional or it's basically just infrastructure?
I think it's reached a state where it is not only emotional, it is a psychological problem as well. Few days back, I had to take my dad to a doctor, and I was dreading whether I could find a parking next to his clinic.
Oh my God, yeah.
And saying that, I had to almost take 5 rounds before I found a parking. And my 85-year-old dad was panicking by then. So, yes, emotional, but also psychological. I mean, you can't today decide you want to take your family out for a good lunch. The first thing you're bothered about, oh, whether I'll get a parking or not.
Right.
The next thing you do is maybe dial an Uber, and you prefer to go by an Uber than driving your own car. So, that pleasure of driving your family, that pleasure of going out, that pleasure of going out for shopping, for a holiday, or as important as driving somebody to a clinic, it's all gone because you can't find a proper parking place, or you have to really hunt for a proper parking place.
But is it the space usage you're saying that's the problem?
See, when you are parking a car, ideally, in Indian conditions, you are parking a car on the roadside.
Yeah.
There are no designated large public parking places like they are internationally.
Yeah.
So you are occupying almost 32 meters of land. On an average, car length is 5.5 meters, car width is 2.5 meters. It needs another 6 meters to move out and move in. So in a city like, say, Bombay, or in a city like Pune, where do you find that kind of a real estate where you use 32 meters of parking space just to park your car? Where are the roads? Where is the parking? No. So there's a big gap there. That's where we come in.
So how big do you think this market is, or India's parking problems are? How big it is?
You have to understand the parking perspective from a state where 90% of the time your car is static at one place. Only 10 to 15% of the time it is traveling from one location to another. So for that 90% of the time when your car is static, where do you keep it? How do you park it? You're visiting a friend, you're on an official appointment, you're driving down on a holiday, or you want to shop. What do you do? That's where the problem is. So the problem is humongous, and it's humongous more in terms of the infrastructure that is available. Yes, today in residential building or commercial buildings that are coming up, government has regulations. They want them to provide parking.
Yeah.
But is government regulating itself on the roads? Are they providing parking to the general public? The way we are growing, see today in a city like Bombay, you have 50 lakh vehicles. In a city like Delhi, you have 90 lakh vehicles. In a city which is much smaller like Bangalore, you have 1.2 crores of vehicles. And you know how chaotic the traffic is.
It's bad.
Again, I'm repeating, only 10% of the time you're traveling.
Yeah.
90% you're parking and you don't have a place to park. Somebody is parking on the roadside, somebody is parking by the footpath, somebody is parking in the middle of the road. That's where the problems emerge. That's where the traffic gets slower. That's where the choking starts. That's where all the problems start.
And what about the parking designs? Do you think that is also one of the factors that, eventually creates the traffic or the stress?
As I said, parking
productivity?
designs are based on the solution you're willing to offer. Okay. So typically, we offer solutions where you can just double the parking by providing a simple stack system, what you've seen in my parking system below. That doubles the parking. So you have 100 cars, you need only parking space for 50 cars. Then you can have puzzle systems, which go up to 8 or 9 floors. So where you can park 10 cars, you can suddenly park 90.
Vertically.
Vertical.
Yeah.
Okay. Then you have tower systems,
Right.
where you have 3 cars, you can park 100. Or you can park an 80 cars.
Right.
So 1:1, 1:10, 1:20, 1:100, all those solutions are available and can be provided. Provided you have willingness to implement them, and of course, provided you have the space.
So, how do your systems improve safety, security, and overall user experience?
That's a good question. See, everything new takes time for a human being to accept. Okay. Even when I change my specs, it takes me 3 days to adjust to them.
Yeah.
I remember my grandmother, she wouldn't get onto an escalator ever. She was scared.
Yeah.
She said, what is this? I can't do this. We had to carry her by steps or we had to take a lift. Today, accelerator is a very accepted phenomenon. I mean, even a 3-year-old you'll see going up on an escalator. So, things change when you experience them. Things change when you use them. Similarly, parking is relatively a new concept. It's not a very old concept. Last 10 years, we have seen this concept grow.
Yeah.
So acceptance among people has to come. We have to play a major role by educating people. People will buy out of necessity and start using them.
Yeah.
And understand that, okay, this is a good, safe system, we can use them.
Yeah.
So that's how it will evolve.
Because as Indians, we're very wary,
Yes, I mean, there is always resistance to change. And there's the best comfort is when you are parking a car on the roadside.
Yeah.
Or you have enough place to park it.
For sure.
But it does not happen in the real world. In cities, it's not happening. If I'm saying there's 50 lakh cars on Mumbai roads, that means that for every 2.5 people, there's a vehicle.
Right.
Where do we keep them?
Right. Sometimes even in one family, there are like 4-5 vehicles.
4-5 vehicles. Where do you keep them? How do you park them? You don't have that much of space. And even if you have space, the real estate is so expensive that you can't afford it. I mean, in Bombay, I remember parking sell for a minimum of 8 lakhs and they go up to 40 lakhs, 50 lakhs at places.
It's insane. Yeah. It's crazy money.
Similarly, in Pune, in Bangalore, you have similar kind of situation. A family wants an extra parking, they pay through their nose for an extra parking.
How will AI, sensors, and automation shape the future of parking? Do you think AI is going to take over, or it's the beginning of it?
We use AI because AI is used to see how many people come, how many people park, in how many hours, how many cars are parked at a particular place, how much time does it take for a car to go up, to come down, for retrieval, to turn around. That data is accumulated and when that data is presented, we say, okay, now our system has to evolve like this so that we can make it user friendly. Sensors are used for safety.
Right. Yeah.
You're entering a car, you don't want suddenly the pallet to fall down, you don't want something to happen, you don't want somebody, a dog coming by and stopping, or some human entering the system. So sensors play a critical role for safety.
Should developers start seeing parking as premium, premium feature and not just as a requirement? Or they should put more thought in it?
I don't think parking is a premium feature. You see, as our economic condition improves, as our aspirational levels go up, you have a phone.
Yeah.
My PN has a phone. My secretary probably has two.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody has a phone, and it's an essential part of your daily lives. When economies evolve, everybody wants to be mobile, so everybody will want to own a vehicle. So I don't think it is something which is premium. It's something which is essential. So parking is something essential because you have to assume that everybody wants to own a car, and why does he keep it? So 1 bedroom wala wants to own a car, 2 bedroom wala perhaps wants to own 2 cars, and 3 bedroom wala wants to own 3 cars.
Yeah.
So when I'm building, when I'm constructing, or an office which has maybe 500 seats, maybe 300 of them want cars, 200 of them want motorcycles.
That's a lot of cars and cycles.
I mean,
yeah. It's
Indians still don't do, not Indians, a lot of people don't do, even I've traveled the whole of West, a lot of people don't do carpooling.
Right.
As a concept, it may be good, but people don't do carpooling. And in India, we don't have an infrastructure where you have, like in Canada or in London, where you have metros going right next door and you can get down and walk down to your office.
Or the connectivity is
or the
that
connectivity
well.
in that.
True. So what personally drives you to solve this urban challenge? Like, when did you figure out this gap? What was that particular moment where you're like, oh, I found a solution?
I remember I had a meeting some 12 or 15 years back in Mumbai. I was in Cuff Parade.
Right.
And the office was in Cuff Parade, and I couldn't find a parking for almost 20-25 minutes.
Wow.
So finally, I drove all the way. I parked my car inside Taj.
Oh,
I
wow.
went to have a coffee, which cost me, I think, $1,100 that day.
Yeah.
And I paid $1,100 for parking my car and going for that meeting, and wasted almost 50 minutes.
In 1100, like 15 years back, would be a lot.
Yeah, 1,100 because somebody was with me, and maybe we had a couple of biscuits.
Yeah.
That's how much. That's what the 5-star cost.
Wow.
That day I realized that this is a bloody problem.
The parking.
And there are solutions, because when we were looking at West, we were looking at China, we were looking at other countries, there are solutions that can solve this problem. See, again, coming to artificial intelligence and coming to integration. See, typically, if you drive in London, you have a map in front of your car, and it shows you the parking slots that are available.
Right.
So you just drive down to the parking slot.
Yeah.
Automatically, your account gets debited, and your car is there. You come back and drive it out. I was surprised when this friend drove me, and he parked the car in a residential society. I said, how come you don't own anything here?
Yeah.
He said, no, they have leased it out.
For parking.
For parking. People who stay here go to work in the day. So their slot is empty. So they lease it out for the day. And it's up there on the site. And that's how I saw the map, and that's how I'm landing here.
Which is very smart.
Which is very smart. I mean, in India, if we can do it, it'll be so wonderful. Every house will have at least 8-10 slots empty.
True.
And everybody can park, and everybody can make an additional income.
That sounds amazing, actually. So, which city has also inspired you? Like, if you must have traveled a lot.
Greatly, Canada has definitely inspired me. Even UK, for that matter, except for London as such. London traffic is chaotic, but unlike if I drive to anybody can drive to Cuff Parade today. But if you drive in certain areas in London, you have to pay 5 times the tariff.
Right.
So typically, if the toll is 12 rupees, and if you're driving your own car, you may have to pay 100.
So will future generation look at today's parking chaos as outdated? Like, is there a possibility? I mean, for me as somebody who also drives, it is chaotic. I really, like you said, I really sometimes don't wish to take the car out because I will rather walk than take the car out because the parking and then squeezing into and then circling or waiting. But do you think maybe in future we'll look back and we'll be like, that was
I don't think it's going to
happen.
happen very soon. I saw some question on you this which said by 2030 what will be the state?
Yeah. What do you think?
It's a wound. It's a wound that is evolving into a cancer.
Oh, wow.
Unless we take immediate measures to sort this problem, it's not getting sorted. I've been in Pune for the last almost 20 years now. I've seen what's going wrong with Pune.
You think Pune is going to be the next Mumbai, or it's becoming like Mumbai?
It's almost. I mean, we have a plant here, we have a plant in Chakan. It takes me almost 1.5 to 2 hours to reach my plant. And if it is wasting 4 hours of an entrepreneur in a day, imagine what a loss it is.
So, what will parking look like by 2030?
I hope it looks more organized, it looks better.
Yeah.
It looks as vertical as it can get, so that you have as many cars and as many people comfortably driving.
Yeah. That's cool. It's in 4 years, so hoping for the best. And so, one message for developers, maybe planner, policymaker, your one message for them and for the citizens.
See, my one message is, I've always said this to everybody, almost including my own team, that we are solution providers. We are Tedra Automotive Solutions, private limited. So whenever you are planning or conceiving of building something which is going to be used as a hospital, as an institution, as a public parking place, come to us. We'll give you the best advice.
Right.
We'll tell you how to optimize that parking. We'll tell you how to cut your civil costs and how to make your project a premium project so that you can provide parking to everybody who's come.